Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Iron Diaper, which is your regular Gundam news show, and it seems like Gunpla news is dropping like crazy lately. In case you have not seen it yet, there is an upcoming live-action Gundam Build style series starting on YouTube March 29th. Honestly, I know that is a lot to digest in one go. Once again, that is a Gunpla battle-based drama here on YouTube. And as usual, before I get right into it, this channel is sponsored by HobbyLink Japan, so I will drop an affiliate link down there in the description if you want to support the channel and buy some Gunpla just in case Bandai is planning to make some kind of real Gunpla battle simulate thingamabobber in future. But anyway, let's get right into it. Now let's talk about this live action Gundam show. So first off, I'm going to read out this here article by someone who's done their research. And that is over on the website Silicon Era. I will also drop the link to that article down there in the description, as this is mainly a translation of the Japanese info drop about this series we would have gotten yesterday. So here we go. Bandai Spirits and Sunrise have revealed a new Gundam live-action drama titled Gundam Build Real. This title comes as part of the Gunpla Link project held to mark the 40th anniversary of Gundam plastic models in 2020. Gundam Build Real will tell the story of Team Bright, a group of boys that have enjoyed Gunpla battles since grade school and reunited in their first year of high school. The group consists of the pilot Hiro, the builder Takumi, the programmer Kentaro, and the communicator Taichi. In the past, the team used an ORG Gunpla, or X78-2 Gundam, that they nicknamed Nanahachi, which is 7-8. The unit also used the enhanced Armageddon bazooka that has twice as many stats as a regular hyper bazooka. Sota, the fifth member, built the weapon. In this title, teams initiate Gunpla battles by scanning the Gunplas and having specialized drones show their life-size projections. So there you go, that's answering my biggest question. How are they gonna battle? Is it in some kind of virtual world? Is it with actual plastic models fighting like Gundam Build Fighters? And it's actually somewhat in between. So it's projections of full-scale Gundams fighting, but they are just projections. Anyway, Hiro and any other team-assigned pilots will then control the projections by wearing first-person view goggles. So in case you're wondering about who's on board with this project and what that means, because I want to know if there is CG robots fighting in this, will they look any good? So this info right here is coming from an article over on the Anime News Network. I'll drop that link also down in the description if you want to check that out. But just to boil it down, apparently the director is the director of the anime Psycho Pass, Katsuyuki Motohiro. From what I'm seeing on his here resume, he did do the live-action version of the manga Ajin. I've never seen it, so I can't really comment on that, so if you like that, that could be a plus. And from what I can see about the production here, it seems like some people from Production IG are also on board. So that, of course, is the anime studio behind classics like Ghost in the Shell, so if they're doing the CG or whatnot, I'm not sure how that will turn out. But I guess only time will tell. But anyway, let's take a big, deep scrub through that trailer and see what we can see. So this trailer is only 15 seconds long, so let's take a quick look through it. We've got a box. What's in the box? We don't know. Here's our team, which is Team Bright. I think the guy in the middle is the main character. That's kind of what the framing is implying. Again, they're taking a look in a box. I'm guessing it's exciting. I'm assuming it's just the real grade or X78-2 in there. So next up, we've got a couple of runners in the back, and it says here, Masaka Honki no Gunpla Batoru. So basically, it's like, it can't be real Gunpla battles. So I'm not gonna lie here. I don't know about you guys, but this scene makes me a little bit on the jealous side. Whenever I'm spraying something or something like that, it's like, you know, nobody's interested. Nobody. I mean, seriously, look how excited they are about some airbrushing. Honestly, that's not a bad setup either. Let's see, what do we have? Looks like he's doing up the real grade Gundam there. I can see him hanging out in the box. We've got a couple of Nekonote stations in the back there. Classic equipment. Okay, moving along, and we've got, once again, building the real grade Gundam. It seems like, and I've looked through this trailer already, every single Gunpla we're going to be seeing, at least for the majority of this, is going to be a real grade of some description. I guess they're very nice looking, but you'll also notice that in this whole thing, not once do you ever see a Gundam in a pose or ever doing a battle, which is a little bit foreboding, to say the least. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we've got this guy. This guy doesn't feature at all later on in the trailer, and he's He's really checking out that bazooka like he's freaking out a bit. I mean, this is some like American Psycho staring right here.
Look at that subtle off-white coloring. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god. It even has a watermark.
I'm guessing that is the special hyper bazooka. Also, that's terrible trigger discipline. You blow your head off like that. Ooh, and what do we have in the background? It's time to play Spot That Gunpla. It's a little out of focus, but I see Gundam Barbatos. What is this here? Is that Gundam narrative, maybe? I can't really make out what's behind him. If you know, tell me. Hit me with some timestamps on what the Gundams are, if you know what they are. That's an Oryx 78-2 for definite. We've got Exia. Is that Seravi? We've got Victory 2, and that's all we can see there. Let's not labor on the Gundams. Okay, what do we have next? Damn, they're kitted out. I mean, seriously, I see a 3D printer, big display cabinet, a lot of cleaning equipment and brushes, dendrobium, a wall of Gunpla box art. Hey, that's the Master Grade Extreme up there. Is that a sink? Is that a kettle? They've got a kitchen. Ramen. They've even got a toaster. Is that for toasting Gunpla? I'm not even looking at what the people are doing anymore. What's the model kits? So we've got dendrobium up there. I can't quite make out what that one is. Is that a custom? See, what else do we have? I see the obvious wings of the Matsumina back there. Is that some seed kits? Getting too excited about this. That looks like an Astray. Can't make out that blob, but that's a big Astray. Oh, it's perfect grade. And down here, oh, we've got another Barbie Kimaris. And those are totally the knees of the Buster. That's the Buster, right? Some drama seems to be going down. We've got some older guy there. Maybe he's given up on his Gunpla battle dreams or something, passing it along to the next generation. I don't know. Next to, oh, somebody likes Char. A little bit too much, maybe. Damn. Is that everything? Is that Char everything? Hey, yeah, that's a lot of Char going on there. I assume he's the antagonist. Moving on. So yeah, this guy's not happy about something. I'm noticing a lot of people doing a lot of things, but not a lot of Gunpla battling. Okay, let's keep moving. So we've got literally a single second of some other characters, so I'm not sure how long this drama is going to be, but it's almost coming together already just from what we're seeing here. So we've got the older looking guy who I'm assuming in typical Gundam ways will do next to nothing. Just want something, fail, pass it on to the next generation. Then we've got Mr. Char Aznable in the middle there on the PewDiePie chair with the virtual boy strapped to his face. And then we've got some absolute blatant Japanese sexism because the female character is the only one who actually has time put into their costume. I mean, gloves, collar, whereas the guys are just wearing a flannel top, a gillet, or school uniforms. So anyway, then we come on to some more of the Gunpla. We've got the real grade once again. Someone's rocking the Neo Zeong, so that's not fair. I'm guessing it's the Char guy again. This scene here is just a real grade Gundam, and I guess what a real grade Gundam looks like when it hasn't had any effort put in, like some kind of comparison. This is the only customized Gundam in the entire trailer, and you know what? You don't even have to guess who this belongs to. It's obviously belonging to the old guy with the gillet. Obviously. So again, we see that it's mainly just real grades here. We've got the real grade Astray. We're starting to see some customs coming up then, and I guess this is part of the development of the whole thing. I'm guessing they get beaten and then upgrade their Gundam. Also, I didn't mention yet, but I will mention later on, there are some real grades coming out in conjunction with this series. Char Zaku again, Gundam again, so I'm assuming it's the classic Gundam versus Zaku. And once again, I'm going to assume that this guy right here is Hero, the main character, and seriously, is that a pair of sunglasses on the front of his VR helmet thing? Something tells me, and I feel it, that those at some point are going to light up with Gundam eyes. Maybe when he does something special, just like pshoo, Gundam eyes. Mark my word, that will happen. And then Bandai will probably sell it to you. So finally there we've got the date of when this is coming out, so that is the 29th of this month, so that is pretty soon. It is on Bandai's own Gundam channel, which as far as I know is blocked outside of Japan, so you may need a VPN to watch it if you're not going to watch it elsewhere. And all I can see from this scene here is we've got a Haro in the back. This guy is dual-wielding nippers, so that's a pro. And this guy is having a life crisis. Absolute crisis. And there is something moving in the back there, and you know, I've seen 1 or 2 Japanese movies, so I know what that is. That is a Yurei right there. I mean, like Kayako, they're all gonna die. But anyway, Like I said, there are real grades coming out for this online series. Whether or not they're premium Bandai or if they're going to be actual full releases is hard to tell. This is them right now, so we're getting a fairly regular looking real grade Oryx 78-2 and this somewhat unique real grade Zaku, which has a Tallgeese-esque shield up on its shoulder and a big old bayonet on its machine gun, which is pretty cool. These do have your quintessential P Bandai look all over them, so they may be premium Bandai, they may not be, but it is pretty cool to see. On the whole, this thing looks unique to say the least. We're not seeing any poses out of the Gundams, we're not seeing any of the battles, so if they're not showing that at all and there's, what, less than 2 weeks left till it's actually going to debut, that might be a bit of a bad sign. But hey, let's take a little bit of a dive into the comments to see what the Japanese subscribers to the Gundam channel are saying about it. Okay, so getting down into the comments here and hitting it with some Google Translate magic, let's see what the Japanese fans are saying. The live-action version of Ral, as in Rambo Ral, will also come out and support the main characters from the shadows. I would like to see that. I feel that it all depends on the quality of the battle scenes, 100%. Because what we're seeing here just looks a little bit, you know, cringy? If the battle scenes are cool, that would be awesome, but we'll see. Now this one, it's real, and I like the fact that the actors aren't handsome. Damn, burn! Anyway, okay, sometimes the Google Translate is not the greatest. When I saw the thumbnail, I wondered if someone made it by the general public. That's kind of the vibe I got. When I saw this first, I thought it was 100% a fan-made thing. The fact that it's official is mildly confusing and mildly interesting. A lot of comments are mentioning Plamo Kyoshiro. In case you don't know what that is an old manga that was essentially the first ever Gundam Build Fighters style thing. It's actually what the Perfect Gundam is from, as well as I think the Musha Gundam, if I'm not mistaken. The last comment here is non-Japanese, it's in English, and I think it sums this up perfectly. This will only end in hilarity. Anyway, drop down there in the comments, what do you think? Do you think this is a good idea, bad idea? Look good, look bad? Let me know. Also, if you were going to compete in something like this, what model kit would you use and how would you customize it? By the way, I also realized that we never once see a Gundam holding a weapon or doing a pose at all in this particular teaser. Probably because they're real grades. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to come back for more Gundam and Gunpla news, and I'll see you next time. As always, I cannot end this video right here without thanking each and every one of you guys for watching this video, for dropping a like, subscribing, and of course to each and every one of you that supports me over on the channel memberships or over on Patreon, like Craig Jerry, Tyler Sanders, the ambassador for Asymmetric Cats, Caleb Engelhardt, Sean T, and Brian Perez.